Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? So today we're going to be going over 10 spring fragrances that I look forward to rocking this year, this spring. Let's get into it. First one up is a designer, L'Eau des Pommes by Izumiyaki. This is just super fresh, undeniably fresh. It's relentless. And the note layout for this bad boy is just tremendous. Very good fragrance, a solid presentation, very simple sort of layout with the bottle, the classic design. It's just a huge note layout. So far as everything that they have in there is sort of unconventional for a Freshies that I was used to wearing. But this thing is bad to the bone. Classic fragrance, well known in the fragrance community, and it does its job completely. Next up is a recent purchase of mine. This is from Paris Perfume Corner, Pure Exend. This is their variation of Xerjoff's Herba Pura, and yeah, it looks just like it. Smells great. Really fruity, sweet, fresh, refreshing, vibrant kind of smell. Very misty smelling as well. This is really good. This will be excellent in either season, in the spring or the summer. So you might see some of these lists sort of overlap a little bit because this one is really good. With this being a recent pickup, I was still very excited about this one. And that is Pure Exend by Paris Corner Perfumes. This next one up is from Making Sense, and I was actually a little excited about this one. This one he ended up making into a NappsandNurture special edition, and I was super stoked about that. That was really cool to see that. This one is a nice little Freshie as well. Fresh is kind of musky a little bit, has a little bit of a woodiness going on here. Really nice fragrance, really nice and bold, but not too obnoxious. And this is easily going to be something that I definitely include in my collection for the springtime. Thank you once again, Mike over at Making Sense. This next one is from one of my favorite alternative houses, favorite inspiration houses. This is from Sensual Obsessions, Deep Blue Sea. This is one of their originals. Even though this is one of their clone houses, this is one of their originals. And this thing is loaded with a lot of fruity notes. I believe there's peach and possibly cranberries and lemon and orange. It's just so many things loaded into this one, and it's such a pleasant scent. Super fruity, super vibrant, fresh, got a little bit of tanginess to it. Great atomizer. And I mean just such a fruity fragrance. This will do so well in the springtime and in the summer, especially as things heats up a little bit more and all those fruits come alive and come forth. It's such a heavy fruit fragrance that you pretty much get that throughout the entirety of the fragrance. That's good. Got a little bit of airiness to it as well. And that is Deep Blue Sea by Sensual Obsessions. Next up is my boy Matt over at House of Matt Oils. This guy makes some good stuff. I love his oils. I love how cost effective they are, how spot on they are with the inspirations and with the interpretations of different fragrances. This one is Bond Number 9 Bleacher Street. You have to have this one in your collection for a Freshie. You just got to. This thing is so smooth. That blueberry, that musky blueberry, even though it's a muskier scent, it's still like really bright and fresh and that opening and really vibrant. This is an oil and it still is able to obtain that sort of vibrancy. And I actually will make this into an atomizer or make a portion of it. I'll pour out maybe about that much of the oil into an atomizer bottle, add in a nice strong neutral alcohol, and make my own atomizer, and that kind of opens it up and freshens it up a little bit. And sometimes I'll combine both. I'll take some of the oil and put it on and get it going, let it chill for a little bit, then take the atomizer and layer it right on top, and just adds a little bit more fullness and a little bit more longevity to that fragrance. With it being an oil-based fragrance, it's going to last a long time anyway. And that is Bond Number 9 Bleacher Street by House of Matt Oils. Next up is a more recent purchase of mine as well. This is from fragrantbodyoils.com, and this is their inspiration of Costa Azula by Tom Ford. And this thing, it's a very good citrus. It's sort of slightly spicy. Don't know if it's like a tobacco or something like that going on. And I've been meaning to get my nose on this. Very nice, sort of musky aquatic. It got like a little bit of a spice. I don't know if it's a tobacco or a tobacco leaf, but I like it. I'm here for it. A very strong blue, slightly soapy as well. That's good. I like that. Costa Azula by Tom Ford by Fragrant Body Oils. Next up is a somewhat of a more recent purchase as well, and I've rant and raved about this particular fragrance. This guy makes some really good stuff. This particular fragrance is called BED, Become Everyone's Desire, and this is by the Taliyah Pharaoh Eau de Parfum. Lovely presentation there. Gold atomizer, sprays well. Such a classy looking fragrance and a classy smelling fragrance. This is a very musky, airy, floral tea type of fragrance. The notes for this is bergamot, red currant, and tea. This thing smells absolutely amazing. Exactly what I just said. Musky, airy, floral, herbaceous. This thing is so good. It has the ability to be light and airy enough and floral enough where it can be a spring and even a summer fragrance. In the summer, it's gonna bang out a lot more with that nose, with that musk and that tea. Once that heat hits you, this is gonna bang out a lot more. And I can see this even working in the fall, like in the early morning in the fall. This could work as well. I believe it can. This stuff is so good, yo. Very lovely presentation for a very lovely fragrance. The Taliyah Pharaoh. Next up is another recent purchase of mine, and this company I'm super excited about. I put another recent order in for them, so I got some goodies coming to check out and to review. This particular company is Genre Parfums. The name of this one is Waves. This is their variation of MFK Gentle Fluidity Silver. I believe that's how it's pronounced. This is a very pleasant Freshie. Very pleasant. It has like this freshness to it. It's bright, it's light, airy, and there's a decent amount of sweetness and a slight musk. Kind of creamy at the same time. This thing is just really nice. I hear a lot of good about this company. I hear a lot of people talk on and off about this company in great ways, and so I definitely wanted to check them out and see what they were about. He was kind and he was generous enough to send this out to me to review. So thank you again, Devin, over at Genre Parfums. Oh man, this is really good. It's one of those scents that you just can't quit smelling. Just everything is well balanced, the right amount of sweetness, the right amount of freshness, the right amount of musk. Nothing is too lopsided and leaning too far in any direction. Everything is just well balanced, and I love fragrances like that. I guess you could say all of these are recent purchases. This I recently picked up from Dua Fragrance. This is Dream of Turquoise. This is their variation of Zerjov Blue Hope. This particular fragrance has more of a tangier, muskier, sweeter, more gourmand-like spin on a Freshie. It really puts me in the mindset of some candy, like a blue raspberry taffy, but it has like this musk and this freshness to it that keeps it from being too gourmand, but is nearly there. Like the most masculine, sweet blue raspberry taffy that you could imagine. This is super good. This cost me maybe around 50 or 60 bucks on Dua's website. This is a definite one that I'm looking forward to wearing in this spring. Just different so far as what I normally have in my lineup. Like I said, sweet, creamy, fresh, musky, airy. I love that. Blue Turquoise by Dua Fragrances. Extrait de Parfum. And lastly, this bad boy is my absolute favorite Freshie, just period. I love layering it with different things. I love trying it with different fragrances. I love wearing it by itself. This is probably gonna be my scent of the day, obviously, since I'm spraying it all on me and everywhere. This particular fragrance, Rose Dove Elysium. This particular variation is from Dapper, but I love a lot of different variations of Elysium. Alt's fragrance version of Elysium is really nice. Sensual Obsessions. House of Matt has an oil version that he just sent to me. I love everybody's, and everybody does a really good job at hitting it right on the nail. This stuff is so good. It's loaded with notes, but it's a fresh, woody, musky, sort of dusky kind of a fragrance. It's not super fresh or aquatic. It doesn't lean too far in that direction. Has a little bit of sweetness, but a lot of woods, a lot of musk, and just a little bit of a freshness and an aquaticness, but it's smooth. Nothing is really sparkly. It's very smooth, very flat, fresh, woody, musky scent. And it is beautiful. I love this fragrance. One of my favorite fragrances, period. And that is Rose Dove's Elysium. Listen, that Elysium is a compliment puller. Like every time I have that thing on, I'm always getting compliments on it. And that is it for this video, you guys. That is my 10 spring fragrances that I'm looking forward to wearing this spring and this year. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys soon, man. Peace.
I was up and down the highway trying to do it my way. To put a circle in the square, I tried to move it sideways. I do not want to do it my way, tone to do it your way. I do not want to do it my way, tone to do it your way. Since your first album drop, you done got some fame up. So she hit my line, she say, boy, you done changed up. It ain't that